Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to continue diving into Draconic Evolution. So, in our dive, we're going to actually start crafting some of these modules that you see over here. Let's take a look and see what we need for this damage module, shall we? Okay, so we need some gold, which is, well, we already have a lot of gold. We have the ability to get goldstone dust. We have these module cores. What we don't have is these potions of strength. And to make a potion of strength, well, essentially you just need to, basically brew a awkward potion with some blaze powder, and that's going to give you the potion of strength. So that's simple enough. What about this AoE module? Okay, this is some pistons, some draconium cores, some draconium ingots, and a module core. Okay, so we can actually craft this relatively quickly. What about this velocity one? We need a splash potion of swiftness, which doesn't seem too bad. We just need speed 1, well, speed 2. Okay, so we need speed 1, then get that to speed 2, and then you need to give it the gunpowder in order to create the splash potion. Okay. Yeah. What about, okay, so that's the projectile accuracy module. Not that hard as well. We're gonna have to make a target. What about the penetration? The penetration doesn't seem that hard either. We just need to make the shield. The auto fire one, that one requires a bow and a clock. The rest of these ingredients we already know how to craft. The Wyvern flight module, that's one we're gonna have to work on because we need elytra, and well, we eventually can craft this firework rocket. This undying module now. So we do already know how to make this Wyvern tail shield capacity module, but the totem of undying is something that we don't exactly know how to make. But if we can see here, we can get this through a blood altar, and we just need 1 bucket of life. This is something that I may hold out on yet for the time being, but it's something that we would like to craft. The jump module, you need a potion of leaping, but I may skip this for the time being. Projectile damage, that's going to require a splash potion of strength, and that's strength 2. And the speed module is going to require a potion of swiftness, as well as some clocks. Okay. So that's some things that we're going to have to teach our system. But most importantly, we need to start teaching our system how to make some potions. Well, not really teaching, we just need to start making potions in general. And one of the ways that you can do that is by utilizing this potion brewer here from Industrial Foregoing. So this requires some plastic, some gold gears, 2 redstone repeaters, and a brewing stand. And if you don't know for a brewing stand, you need basically any sort of stone and a blaze rod. So relatively straightforward. So let's come down here. And let me get this brewing, well, this potion brewer. We're going to set that up. Not there. Break that. I want to set you up right here. This power line, well, this power cable is actually powered from a flux point, which I have connected into my, well, basically where the fusion reactor is. Next, we're going to come behind this with an ender tank that has water in it, and we're going to tell it to basically pump water into a potion brewer. Okay. Now I have an oh, I made an external storage. Send this back and we get an exporter. But for the time being, we don't really have to automate this just yet. We can actually get by making this manual. Let's go into this. So we already have power. So we're going to need to get ourselves some blaze powder. Okay, so let's get some blaze. So we have a lot of blaze powder. Let's get to like 2 stacks. I don't know. Let's get ourselves nether wart, which I have going inside one of my hydroponic beds. Let's get some redstone, because we're gonna need to increase the length for some. What else was it that we needed to get? Let's just go through. Let's start off with the damage module. Potion of strength. This needs blaze powder, so you're gonna need to do this 2 times so that we have enough blaze. Okay, so let's focus on that actually, instead of just trying to cover all. So we're gonna put the blaze powder in here. Move that from there. Let me get some bottles. So we're gonna put the glass not there. Glass bottles are gonna go right here. And now we're gonna put the nether wart first. So this way it'll create the awkward potion. And let me just go back into this. So we need potion of strength. And then we just need to basically give this the blaze powder. So we're gonna put that there. And that's gonna give us potions of strength. Let's give these some add-ons and let's gather a few of these. And as you can see, it's gonna blow through and do each step by step. So now we have quite a few potions of strength. In fact, we have 9 of these. So let me just see. So this just requires a standard potion of strength. Okay. So that means we can make a few of these damage modules. And let me see if for the wyvern tier, we need strength 2. And to get strength 2, we need to take the strength potion and give it glowstone. Okay. So let me go into my refined storage. Let's look up glowstone dust. Okay, so let's give it glowstone. Alright. So that can basically give us our potion, a strength 2 potions. Let me just dump these in my inventory. And that's going to give us the ability to craft not only the damage module, but also the wyvern tier damage module. So with that in mind, let's actually take a look and see what else can we craft. Let's do the projectile damage. So we're going to need a splash potion of strength. And to get that, we just basically need to get the strength. That's going to give you strength 2. Wait, which one is it? It's strength, splash potion of strength, and it needs to be strength 2. Okay, so to get that, we already have strength 2 configured. Yeah, we already have that configured. So now we just need to get ourselves some gunpowder, which we have a lot of that. And that gives us the splash potion of strength with strength 2. So I'm going to let that run for a little bit. Just make a few of these. And well, off camera, I'll just, let this run and gather quite a bit more of these potions. And then I'll actually go ahead and craft some of these upgrades. Okay, so that's the components that we'll need for a wyvern tier projectile damage. What about I think I'm gonna skip the jump module. The undying module is something that we're gonna have to get into with the blood altar, so I'll deal with that afterwards. The auto fire we don't really have to worry about. The penetration one, this is something that I would like to make. These two as well, but they don't require potions. The velocity, okay, yeah, let's do the velocity one. So to make the potion of swiftness, we just need to get sugar. So let's get me some sugar. Grab that. And if I'm not mistaken, if we take this out, we'll swap that. Oh, wait. Okay, so that's the potion of swiftness. What was it again? Projectile velocity. And we need splash potion and tier 2. Okay. I forgot how to make that. So first, okay, to get this to tier 2. This gives us the tier 2, which is the glowstone and then the gunpowder, right? So glowstone, gunpowder. And that's going to give us the splash potion of swiftness with speed 2. Okay. So let's deposit these things. So that's going to give us the wyvern projectile velocity module. Okay, so that's basically how we're actually going to craft some of these potions. This potion brewer actually is saving us quite a good bit of time because it does treat just like the standard potion, just like the standard brewer. What was it called again? Yeah, just like the standard brewing stand, but it can do so at a quite efficiently, if I do say so. So I'm going to let this craft a few of these potions and, you know, change up the types and so forth. And once this has finished, you know, basically creating as much potions as we need and giving us a good inventory, I'll craft some of these upgrades that we need for our weapons, and I'll be back once that is done. So some time has passed and I decided to craft basically everything in Wyvern tier. So what the Wyvern tier is basically combining a few of the lower tier modules, which is the standard Draconium, or just the standard tier I think it's called, because there is no specific tier associated with it except for the Wyvern. So we took the 2 damage ones, combined that with a potion of strength with strength 2, and got ourselves the Wyvern one. I also did this with the Wyvern tier projectile damage, and I also did this for the speed, which is, if we check back here, you're just basically using 2 speed modules with some draconium ingots and a single piece of draconium core. So we basically have quite a few upgrades that we can actually put into our stuff. So let's actually start doing that, shall we? So let's go into my sword. Okay, so for the sword, we just have damage upgrades really. And well, we have the AoE, which should go right there. Okay, our sword's kind of running out of space. Let's see about our bow now. This is gonna be interesting. I'm gonna put you there, you there. What about you? You're a big boy. You kind of take up quite a good bit of space. So we're gonna put a projectile. That's a velocity. That's a damage. Now, let me just show you something before I put the speed upgrade. You can see how slow it is in terms of even like, you know, charging up. So now let's actually put the speed upgrade, and this is just one. It's, you know, a little bit faster. So there's that. Also, one thing that I did kind of forget to mention, off camera I decided to go and get myself some enchantments, and yes, these draconic weapons can actually get enchantments. So on our sword we have Reaper 5, Sharpness 5, Knockback 2, and Looting 3. On our bow we have Power 5, Punch 2, Flame, Shotgun 4, and Infinity. Infinity is really what I was hoping to get, but eventually, as I was, you know, gathering enchantments, I was able to get that, so I decided why not. So now that we have some you know, basic enchantments on these weapons, I think we're quickly realizing that we are completely running out of space in these tiers. So I'm hoping that at higher tiers, if we take a look at Draconic, so let's look at the sword. The Draconic sword would require us to actually reach to the basic tier of Draconic. And for that, we would need a Draconic crafter. A Draconic crafting injector. I don't know why I forget this part. And to get that, we're going to need some Wyvern cores, some diamonds, but most importantly, we're going to need this awakened draconium block. So let's actually add this to our to-do list because we already kind of completed this. So to get this, we're going to need some awakened draconium ingots if we want to craft it. Or if we go to a fusion crafting core, we can see if we combine that with what is that? That's 6 draconium cores, 4 draconium blocks, and a dragon heart. We're going to get this awakened draconium block. But let's see if we can actually do something else with this. So we can break down that. Then we can get the seed, the nuggets, not the seeds. We can craft the nuggets using essence, and the essence uses this awakened draconium clocks, which is something that I guess we're gonna have to craft if we want to use it. And to get these seeds, now we're gonna need 4 pieces of ingot, some insanium, and some prosperity seed base. Okay. And what about the cox? The cox is woo. Okay, so basically, we are going to need one dragon heart in order to craft, you know, to okay, what was it again? Yeah. So we're gonna need one of these. Why can't I? Oh, probably hitting the wrong button. Alright, so these are gonna give you 4. Alright, so that gives you 4. Oh. Okay. So from my understanding, if we craft these awakened draconium blocks, we're going to get 4. One of which is going to be broken down in order to give us the 4 ingots that we need for the seeds. So that gives us a remaining 5 pieces of awakened draconium ingots. The remaining 3, we're going to actually have to combine that in order to actually make this cox. But we're also going to need another dragon heart. But it's a good thing that we have some upgrades on our stuff. So I guess it's best I go kill the dragon and the ender dragon a few times. And for those of you that don't know, if we search this up, we can actually craft. If you got 4 of these end crystals, you're going to be able to spawn back the ender dragon. So that's exactly what I'm going to do, and go and kill the dragon, I don't know, a few times, and then we'll be back. So now that we're back, I've killed the dragon like 2 times, just, you know, just for now. And I think it's time for us to craft this block. So we're going to need 6 draconium cores. So let's order that up. Alright, so we're going to need 6 of you. Let's click back. There's 6 of you. And we're going to need 4 of you. So let's do that. So that gives us this. That gives us that. Anything else? Well, we have the heart on us. We're going to need the wyvern tail. Okay. So let's hop on down here. Let's clear some space in my inventory. Well, my hotbar, not inventory. So we're going to put you like so. Like that. And we're going to come here. We're going to put the 4 there. We're going to put 1 heart. And that's going to give us this awakened draconium blocks. So we're going to let this do its thing. I think it's going to take a little bit longer. Okay. It's doing its cool animation. Yeah. And ta-da! Okay, so now we have these blocks. So one of which we're going to put there. We're going to tear it down. And let me hop back up. Actually, no, I don't need to hop back up yet. So if we look up our supremium, we have 20. So we can put this like so. I need a crystal. Doesn't matter. Need 4 pieces of this, like that. So we have that. The seed. That's not how you spell seed. Okay. So we can hop out. Where's our garage door? Okay. Okay. So we're gonna need 4 pieces of this. There we go. Let's move that. We're gonna need our insanium. 4 pieces of that. And we're gonna put our seed base. That's going to craft this. Real quick, let me just go and check our power source, our induction matrix, and just see what's going on here. Okay, yeah, we're good. We have a lot of space, so I'm not too worried about that. Not now, anyway. Let's head back in here. Close the door. So now, before we can actually use this, we need to craft cox. So let's say we're back in this. Oh, and we're gonna need. Okay, so we can make the diamond block. Really easy. And let's make the supremium. Not the supremium, the insanium. Need back another crystal. Ooh, we're out of. We are out of supremium, which isn't good. Let me make sure this is set to still export. Yeah, it is. Okay, let's hop back out. We are completely out of supremium, so let's see what's going on over here. Why did this lose? I'm not sure why my quantum entangler portals lost connection. It's kind of weird. Okay, one sec. Let me go and fix my quantum entangler portals because for some weird reason they decided to bug out. Now I finally crafted the 4 insanium that we needed. And now it's time to actually craft this cox. So let's do that. Okay. And now, oh, wrong place. Let me to come here and to come here. We move the bed. I'm gonna put you there, but you're obviously gonna say requires awakened draconium cox below. So let's break this and move a few things. That goes there, and now you're gonna start back operating. Okay. So I'm gonna take you out from here and break you. I'm gonna put you here. And so you're gonna start producing these awakened draconium seeds. So I went back to the base and realized that I forgot one important component. And that's this. This logistic transporter. I forgot to actually connect it here. And we just need to tell it to pull items out of this. So now we should actually see this in our refined storage. So let me head back. I'm gonna put this away and put that seeds away. I'm gonna have to rethink and probably redo that hydroponic beds, but that's something for off camera. So let me grab that. We're gonna come down here into this. We're actually gonna replace this recipe. Let's switch this up. JI, this is okay. So if we search up the uses for you, you're gonna be that. And you're going to keep this internal. So it's going to apply there. And then the uses of you, let's create that. And you're gonna go here. Oh, I didn't. Let me just quickly craft this because I realized that I need one at least. Give me that. Okay, so now the uses for you. I'm gonna come here in the second one and you're gonna extract. That's gonna be set like that. So now if I come back, grab that essence. Yeah, I should have kept it. Okay, let's grab this. Put this here. Let's enter our exporter, and that's gonna be responsible for exporting it. Yeah, this is good. Oh, yeah, this may take a while. Let me grab some filler blocks. Give me the stack. And give me back this. So now you're gonna go there. And for the time being, I'm just gonna occupy all these slots. Remember that. So yeah. And this way we can get ourselves awakened draconium ingots. Which kind of works out. This way we don't have to go and keep killing the ender dragon. And once we accumulated enough of this, we can finally start getting these fusion crafting, these draconic fusion crafting injectors. So yeah, that's one way. The other way would be obviously going and killing the ender dragon, and once we kill the ender dragon, we can create these blocks. So I may go and do some of that off camera just to gather myself some blocks. Okay, I can't sleep yet. And yeah, I guess we'll be back when it's time for us to start upgrading these Wyvern tier injectors into Draconic. Is it Draconic? What tier is it? Yeah, into these Draconic tier fusion crafting injectors. So we'll be back then. So I've gathered the stuff that I needed in order to actually upgrade our Wyvern tier injectors to a Draconic tier injector. Now, I'm just actually going to use these 4 Wyvern tiers over here that I had crafted. Basically kind of in excess, but kind of worked out. So I'm going to put one, well, I just need 1 in there. Let's actually get some space in my inventory. So we're going to put the blocks, we're going to put that, we're going to put a core. So we need 2 of these, 1 of these, diamond, what was it again? Okay, yeah, so it's 2 by that. Okay, put that there. We're just going to put 1, 2, 3. We're going to just tell us to craft. And this is going to give us our first Draconic tier injector. As soon as it finishes all this really cool animation, I won't lie, it's actually pretty nice. So give me that. Let's actually reinsert this back in. Let's do the 4 diamonds here. 1, 2. That. Craft. While that's crafting, we can actually go claim the reward that we have for Draconic Evolution, which is the Draconic Fusion Crafting Injector. Let's see what we get. We got... yeah, we got a mycelium generator. Okay, not really gonna be using, but at least we got it. So we just put that away. That's our second one. Let's put another one in here. Let's do the 4 diamonds. 1 of you. 2 of you. And craft again. So you get the idea. So I'm gonna be back once I've crafted, you know, basically all 8 of these. So I finally finished crafting each of these injectors and turning them all into Draconic tier injectors. And now it's time for us to actually start upgrading some of our weapons. So let's just quickly go over what we actually need for the Draconic sword, which is a Wyvern core, 2 pieces of awakened draconium ingots, and 4 pieces of netherite ingots. And lastly, we're going to need this Draconic energy controller, which uses 4 Wyvern tier injector controllers, 4 pieces of awakened draconium ingots, and 1 Wyvern core. I've already crafted the various things that we need, not only for our sword, but if we check our bow basically requires the same thing. So I've already actually crafted everything that we need for the both of them. So let me quickly just come in and remove all of the upgrades that I have on my sword, just in case. And we're going to put our sword in. And now we're just gonna have to, let's move some of these things out of the way. So this is all that we need for the first one, which is going to be that. 2 of those. And what? Oh, got this. There we go. And that's gonna craft up our Draconic tier sword. Now I'm guessing this is gonna be completely dead. Yeah, it is. Go figure. Okay, so now we can put in the Wyvern module. I'm just gonna quickly shift click all of these things in. And yeah, this is, well, it's back up to power. Yep. So let's do the same thing to our bow now. Let me just take off all these upgrades once more. Oh wait, I'm stupid. This is for the sword. This is for the bow. Let's clear this out. And let's put you in. Just gather the remaining things that we need for this. Like so. Alright, let's put these items there. Let's craft ourselves the Draconic Tail bow. Let's give it some space. Now with that, what does our Draconic Tear damage module need? Oh, not that much. Oh, it needs dragon blood. Okay, so we're definitely gonna have to go fight the dragon and actually get its dragon blood. That's for the damage module. What about the speed? Speed, not that bad. So that's speed. That's the damage we checked out. What about projectile? Projectile, not that bad. Accuracy, also not that bad. This is the Draconic Tier 1. Okay, so most of these things actually aren't that bad. What about the damage for our projectiles? Okay, so it's not that bad. I think the most difficult one is this, the sword, if I'm not mistaken, because we need dragon breath. Everything else seems to be like just reliant on some of the things that we crafted here. So that's good. Alright, now that we have our bow, let's put back in this these modules. Doesn't really matter the order. So yeah, our bow's upgraded now. And so too is our sword. Let me just fix back my inventory. Yeah, those things coming this way. Okay. Let's see what we look like. Ooh, let me just take off this hat. Where's the... Oh, wait. That's still a hat. This... How do I take off? Oh, wait. Yeah. There we go. So, yeah. And what about if I have the sword out? Ooh, we look pretty cool. So, yeah, that's basically how we actually go about crafting, you know, these Draconic tier weapons. So, I think the next thing that I actually have to do is just upgrade our chest piece, which basically follows the same format. So, I'll do that off camera. As well as I'll start crafting these Draconic tier damage modules, which requires us to get the dragon's breath. So, that's a sword. We'll craft a few of those. What about the AoE? A Draconic core. Okay, well, that's something we can craft on camera, I guess. What about this projectile? Well, most of these things are actually doable. So I think in the next episode, I'll actually craft that on camera just for, you know, show purposes, as well as some of these other upgrades. There is one last upgrade that I didn't even touch, which was this Undying one. So I think this is something that I should actually definitely craft, and I'll probably craft that maybe in the next episode. This does require us to get into a little bit of blood magic. If I'm not mistaken, that's what this mod is from. Well, this altar is from. And this shouldn't be too hard for us to get this life bucket, well, bucket of life. So I think that's something that I'll definitely tackle in the next episode. So, thank you all for watching and take care. Bye-bye now.